Am I live? Welcome in to Tiger Den Sports. It's my first live stream ever. So I'm a little nervous today to go live because all my other videos, if I made a mistake, I would just restart and do over. So y'all welcome in. This is Tiger Den Sports. I'm your host, Jason Darcy. And today we're just going to talk about the opening weekend for college football. The news that any of the news that came out over the weekend and my opinions on it. So, we're going to talk about the Nebraska and Northwestern State game first. But I do want to tell y'all, this is my main team I do cover is LSU. But I'm also covering a lot of other college football teams as well, national college football teams. So, but my main team is LSU. So, be sure to subscribe for all college football and LSU content. So let's talk about Nebraska and Northwestern right now. Nebraska started out like really, really good. The play calls were good. They were really crisp. Casey Thompson, for the first few drives, looked like he was a Heisman candidate for the first few drives. Trey Palmer looked like what LSU thought he was going to be the first few drives as well, catching all the balls, getting open. He was his speed was there. Nebraska looked like a competitive team until Scott Frost decided to try an onside kick. And I think that's where they went wrong. And yes, some people are going to say, well, if he would have got the onside kick, we would have been praising him and saying, oh, that was an awesome call. But he didn't get it. So now we're saying that was a horrible call. I know both sides of it. I'm on the opinion of, look, Nebraska was up 11. They should have never tried the onside kick. I know what they were probably doing. They were probably trying out the onside kick unit because they were up 11 to see how they would how the onside kicks go. You know, it's the first game. Let's see what we can do on the onside kick. But it didn't work out. Northwestern drove down and scored. And then y'all know the rest of the game. Casey Thompson threw a couple interceptions. Nebraska couldn't really get going anymore. And so, with that being said, Nebraska lost. And now I'm thinking, y'all let me know in the comments if anybody's watching. Do y'all think Scott Frost is on the hot seat already? He hasn't won many games in Nebraska. And let me tell you this, he's worse than Bo Pelini when Bo Pelini was at Nebraska. Nebraska ran out Bo Pelini because he wasn't winning big games. He wasn't getting the championship. But Bo Pelini did win 9 games a year there. And Scott Frost is nowhere near there. On Twitter, I seen somebody say that if Scott Frost wins 50 straight games there, he would still have a losing record. That's not good. Because he should have stayed at UCF, put it that way. At UCF, for 2 years, he went undefeated. Yeah, they didn't play a lot of people. They were ranked in the top 12 and nationally. They would never play for the national championship. But at least he would have stayed there, and he would have been a hero there. He could have retired as the coach there, but he wanted to do bigger things and better things. So he went to Nebraska, and it's not working out so well. They thought he was going to be a good fit because I believe he went to school in Nebraska. Or he's from Nebraska, one of those two. So, with all that being said, I believe Scott Frost is on a hot seat. And speaking of hot seats, I want to talk about Michigan. Reports are Michigan, Jim Harbaugh has come out and said he's not naming a starter right now. Okay, that's fine. But the problem is what he's going to do is Cade McNamara is going to play the first game. I forget who Michigan plays, but Cade McNamara is going to play the first game. And then J.J. McCarthy, the second string quarterback, apparently, will play the second game. And then by the third game, he's going to name a starter. But the problem with that is, I have never seen that in my life. But the problem with that is the Cade McNamara might be playing a harder team. JJ McCarthy, I think, is playing Hawaii. So he's going to put up points against Hawaii. I think Cade McNamara and Michigan's playing Colorado State for the first game. Well, Colorado State and Hawaii is two totally different teams. So if Cade McNamara goes out the first game and doesn't do too good, well, he played a better team. JJ McCarthy can go out and play Hawaii and put up 500 yards, 4 touchdowns, and look amazing, but he may not have done that against Colorado State. So how can you determine what quarterback's better by doing that? Either play them in the same game against the same team and see which one's better and go from there, or just name a starter and that's it. Just Cade McNamara is a starter. So that's my beef with Michigan. I don't know how long Jim Harbaugh is going to be there, especially what he did saying that he was going to take the Minnesota job and that fell through and he went back to Michigan. So I don't know how long Jim Harbaugh is going to be there either. So that's the two things that I was talking about today. And then we can get into the Florida State game. The Florida State game was the one I was really interested in because LSU, as you know, plays Florida State this Sunday, I think at 7 o'clock in the Superdome. Y'all make sure y'all subscribe and like this video because I will have a full Florida State versus LSU pregame coming up either Friday or Saturday, one of the two. So y'all make sure y'all subscribe so y'all don't miss it. But Florida State did not impress me too much. Their offensive line got beat a lot by Duquesne, a Division II school or something like that. They're not really good. They were small up front. But Florida State's offensive line did not impress me. Their receivers did not impress me. Their corners did not impress me. Linebackers did not impress me. I will say the defensive line for Florida State's pretty good. And the safeties are pretty good for Florida State. But other than that, they don't really impress me. Their running game, okay, was great, but it was Duquesne. There's a lot of plays that Duquesne hit the running back in the backfield but couldn't tackle him. That is not going to happen against LSU. Y'all can mark that down now because LSU got better tacklers, better talent, and when they hit the running back in the backfield, they're going to wrap him up and tackle him for a loss. That's just the way it is. LSU got way better players, and that's just the way it is. But their running backs did look good when they got into the open field. Their quarterback didn't throw a whole lot because they didn't have to. They can just run it on Duquesne. But their quarterback didn't look very good. Yeah, he's mobile. He can run. So I think LSU is going to have to watch out for the quarterback run and RPO stuff. But other than that, I would say LSU's chances are about 75% to win against Florida State. But I will do a whole Florida State LSU breakdown coming up, probably Friday or Saturday. But that's my takeaways right now. I'm not sure if I have any comments or viewers right now. But so I hope y'all enjoyed this video. And I'm gonna try to go live at least once a week. So if y'all enjoy LSU content and all college football, y'all subscribe now and like it as well. All right, producer, I'm done. You can come cut it off. I'm blind, so my producer gotta press the stop button. So y'all like and subscribe now.